Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we crack open the financial reports of publicly traded companies and find the hidden stories inside. Today, we're diving into FS, Bancorp and Hensch and their latest report, which dropped on July 22nd, 2025. And let me tell you, it's got a few interesting things going on, especially with their dividends. So FS Bancorp Inc. is the parent company of First Security Bank of Washington. Think of them as the big boss overseeing the bank's operations. They filed this report to let everyone know what's been happening, and the most interesting bits revolve around their earnings release for the quarter ending June 30th, 2025, and a pretty generous dividend announcement from their board of directors. Let's get right into the heart of it. On July 22nd of 2025, FS Bancorp, the company behind First Security Bank of Washington, put out their earnings report for the 3 months that ended on June 30th, 2025. Think of this as a quarterly checkup, letting investors and the public know how the company performed financially during that period. This tells us about their income, their expenses, and generally how healthy the business has been running. It's a key piece of information for anyone watching FS Bancorp. But what really caught my eye, and likely yours too if you're a shareholder, is the dividend news. On that same day, July 22nd, the company's board decided to hand out some cash to their shareholders. They declared a regular quarterly dividend of 0.20 cents per share. This is the predictable ongoing payment that companies often make to reward investors. On top of that, they announced a special dividend of an extra Siri per share. These are set to be paid out on August 21st, but to get them, you needed to be on the books, meaning officially owning the shares, by the end of the day on August 7th. Which shows the company is not only doing well enough to pay its regular dividend, but also has enough extra cash to share a special one. That's always a good sign. Now, the report also touches on their common stock. This is the basic kind of ownership stake most people have in a company. FS Bancorp's common stock has a par value, which is a very small nominal amount of just 1 cent per share. This is standard for many companies. What's more important is how the market values that stock, and in this case it trades on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC under the ticker symbol FSBW. So if you ever want to follow their stock performance, that's what you look for. Ultimately, these reports are formal documents required by the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC. They're designed to ensure transparency and provide investors with the information they need to make informed decisions. The signature at the end from Philip D. Whittington, the Chief Financial Officer, signifies that the company is officially attesting to the accuracy of the information presented. It's a commitment from the company's leadership. Now, looking at this filing, it's a bit of a mixed bag in terms of the detail provided in this specific 8K. It primarily points to an earnings release which we don't have the full details of here, and then announces the dividends. While we don't have the granular financial tables in this particular document to dissect their revenue, expenses or profits for the quarter ending June 30th, the dividend announcement itself speaks volumes. The fact that they declared a special dividend in addition to their regular quarterly dividend suggests a strong financial position or a confident outlook. It implies that the company generated more than enough profit to cover its operational needs and still had surplus cash to return to its owners. This isn't just a sign of a healthy business, it's a signal of a business that's confident in its ability to generate cash consistently. For a bank like FS Bancorp, strong cash flow and profitability are crucial. They operate in a regulated industry where stability and trust are paramount. A healthy dividend payout can boost investor confidence and attract more capital, which in turn can fuel further growth, perhaps through lending or acquisitions. It's a positive feedback loop. However, without the actual earnings release details, it's hard to understand the underlying drivers of this profitability. Is the growth coming from increased lending volumes, better interest margins, or perhaps a reduction in bad loans given the economic climate? These are the questions that would be answered in the linked earnings release, which is referenced as Exhibit 99.1. It's a bit like getting a report card that only tells you the final grade without showing the individual subject scores. One thing to consider is the timing. Announcing a special dividend often happens when a company has a particularly good quarter, or perhaps when it has excess capital that it doesn't have immediate plans to reinvest in the business. It could also be a strategic plans to fully interpret the significance of this special dividend. For instance, are competitors also issuing large dividends, or is FS Bancorp taking a different approach? In conclusion, FS Bancorp's recent filing is primarily a signal flare about their financial health, most notably conveyed through their generous dividend payments. The regular dividend of 0 to 25 share indicates a robust cash generating capability and a desire to share that success with shareholders, while the full financial picture for the quarter ending June 30th, 2020 is sustainable and how they plan to use their capital for future growth beyond dividend payouts. What's your take on FS Bancorp's dividend strategy? Do you think this signals a company on solid footing or a company that might be underutilizing capital? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe for more corporate insights. And don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description to continue the conversation and get exclusive content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.